Hey, how's it going, everyone? I'm back for another video. It's been a little bit since my last video, so sorry about that. But I really do appreciate all the views and the comments and the likes. It's cool. Gives me motivation to keep doing this. So in today's video, we are talking about these whites Stevens boot in burgundy chrome XL with the dress cap. So yeah, as you can see, they're here and they are pretty perfect. Man, I love these boots. These boots are built on the 50/50 last, which is I believe one of the newest lasts for whites. It is basically, the theory is the arch back of the 55 last and then the toe of the MP berry last. So it's 50/50, half and half, half MP, half 55 last. And I'd say it pretty much feels like a 50/50 last. I honestly really do feel that arch support exactly the same way I do in the 55 last whites boots that I own. The toe, I think, if you look at my Instagram, I have some side-by-side photos. It does look a little bit different from the MP toe. Just purely in the photograph looking down, supposedly it's exactly the same. I'll take White's word for it. And maybe it's just a matter of the angles, coming off the middle of the last, like the angles, running into the toe, that kind of changed that, a little bit of that toe profile. It's not like they just smashed two lasts together. There's some adjustment, some contouring to make those parts blend together. So these boots here specifically are semi-custom. The Stevens comes in a plain toe or a dress cap, and it comes with a day-night sole. So I actually had these swapped out through Baker's for the 700, the V-bar sole. I really like this sole. I like it more than day-night. It's just as sleek from the side as day-night is. They have a block heel, which is a little taller than the MP, because of this arch support. So this last, it's a little bit taller in the back than the MP last is. So you get a taller heel, and they do the block heel on that. It's a good size heel. It's definitely prominent. I think these boots would look good with a low woodsman heel, even maybe somewhat of like a Cuban heel. But I do like this heel that's on there. These have a natural edge, and so sometimes white's natural edge is actually pretty dark. This would probably be brown compared to some companies, but this is their natural edge. Single row, hand welt, outsole stitch, brass eyelets and hooks, and this boot is fully lined. It has a nice lightly colored, very soft, probably either like a lambskin or like a glove line, glove material. The signature of this pattern, I think, is that there is no external heel stay, heel counter. It's on the inside, so you get kind of that like derby boot pattern, and I like it. It's a little more on the dressy side. These are not an everyday boot for me. These are kind of more of a special occasion. One, just the color of them, and two, also like that pattern. It's just a little less casual than what my wardrobe is. These have had pretty good creasing so far. I've worn these a few times. Not too crazy creasing. Some creasing here on this cap toe on both boots, which I feel like I don't typically notice that. Usually the creases will happen before the cap toe. Yeah, I think it looks fine. I'm not like bothered by creasing. I don't I don't get too anal about that sort of thing. Some people really do, and they obsess over the, you know, the CXL lottery and the creasing. And well, you know, boots are meant to be worn. They're gonna crease. I guess unless you have shell cordovan, and then they just roll. They don't crease. But I really like these boots. I really like this last. They're comfy. Honestly, probably my best fitting pair of boots. I thought my MPs were my best fitting pair of boots, but these are sized a half up from MP for me, and I like it. They are a little bit more snug in what's called the saddle. So between your ball and your instep, this area in here, they're a little more snug, and you know, you can see, so you see how the upper really dives in here into the arch. Like, I feel like on the 55 boots, like 55 last boots, you know, you have your arch support and your foot kind of feels like it's resting on that arch and you're standing on that arch. Well, it's interesting because these boots feel like they like cup your arch and like hold your foot up. Like, it literally feels like if you were to tie strings around your feet and hold them as you walk, like you pick your feet up, that's kind of what these boots feel like. They really like hug you under that arch and that saddle of your foot, and really like support you. But then the ball gets like a normal width and it opens up, and your forefoot can move around and your toes have room to move, and it's really just a great feeling last. I've heard a few different sizing advices for these boots. Kyle from Baker's told me that he's been recommending MP sizing. These are a little bit longer in the toe than the true MP last, but or than the 55 last, but he's still been doing that. So MP sizing is typically a half down and one up in width. So these for me, compared to my MPs, are the same width. These are D width also. So if you're a D width, I would go with an E, at least an E width on these. Oh, there's my mail coming in the slot. D width on these, and so these are half up in length from MP. So my MPs are 9.5 D, sized off of a 10.5 C Brannick, and then these are a 10D, so half up from my MP sizing, which is half down from my Brannick sizing, and one up in width from a C width to a D width. So that's what I can't imagine these really going another half down in length. They might be okay. It's hard for me to say without having them, but these fit really well, and I'm not at all bummed about the fit of these boots. They are just perfect. They're beautiful. Color 8 Chrome XL, burgundy, whatever you want to call it. A lot of companies will call this Color 8. Technically, I think it's just burgundy Chrome XL. Color 8 is just for the shell cordovan. Although there is like Color 8 Dublin, and that is a little closer to like the Color 8 shell cordovan colors. But this is just a burgundy Chrome XL. It is a beautiful boot. So yeah, White's boots, Stevens, hand welted, single midsole, 700 sole, dress cap, fully lined, brass hardware, block heel, and one of my favorite pairs of whites. I have a lot, and these are one of my favorites. Real quick, I wanted to say today I just did a drop of these two new leathers for my kilties. This is a Shinki Hakaku black T-core, and then a brown pony. Both horse butt. Well, actually, I think the pony is not a horse butt. These are both horse hide. Sorry, not horse butt. So like a front or something. But these are available right now. Just DM me on Instagram. Check that latest post. It is October 28th, 2021 today. And see if I have these available. It's not common to find Shinki kilties, and so these are pretty sweet. I think they're gonna sell out, so get on there. And then real quick, something I got brewing here is these Red Wings that I am resoling, and pretty stoked on these. I got these for real cheap. Paid $5 for these Red Wings. These are 875s, the Oro and with the intent to relast them. I'm kind of trying to be like an amateur cobbler, but I decided not to relast them. I didn't think that I could pull it off, so I'm just doing a resole. I put a storm welt on these Red Wings, and right now I just have the midsole on. I need to trim this, get that welt stitched on, and then have some daughter sole half soles. I also removed this elastic toe box, so these are now an unstructured toe, and I think it's pretty sweet. It's going to slim these down quite a bit, and I'm excited to get those daughter soles on there. I just haven't had the time to finish these up, so that's what I've been working on lately. Instead of doing more leather work and drops, is trying to be an amateur cobbler here. So that's what I've been up to, folks, and I hope you've enjoyed this video. We'll see you on the next one. If you have any questions about these White Stevens, hit me up or check out White's website. They just redid their website, and it's a lot easier to navigate. All the info's on there. So hit them up if you got any questions. Until next time. All right. Thank you.